Saben. How do you say your last name?
In the Philippines, they would say Cura, but you're kind of whitewashed now, so we say Cura.
Yeah.
So either one works.
Word.
But I say Cura.
Saben Cura. So, dude, I have known you I've known of you, I guess, for a long time. Like, our buddy Ye or Gabe, whatever you want to call him. Like, I don't know I don't know if he's just giving up music now.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a grip, so I don't know.
He just saw him the other day.
Yeah, I saw him like last week or the week before, like on like a Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him out and about, and I was like, "Yo, dude, what's up?"
Yeah, he's out of town doing work,
Yeah,
so
been
he's like not in town a
time.
lot. But he used to box with you guys, right?
Yeah, that's where he boxed there. Like when, probably he was like a teenager. I don't know exactly when. This was a long time ago, but that's where I met him because he lived next door to me. So he used to come over there and play. Actually, my dad had a drum set, and he would come over there and play the drum set. And then eventually, once I started, they built a gym in my backyard. My dad and my grandpa and stuff. He started coming over there and stuff, and that's how we met.
Dude, that's wild. Like, Gabe has so many talents. Like, he's so good
Like
at so
random
many different
shit.
things.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how
It's
good
like,
he was.
whoa.
I just know that
really? He's like, I never said he was good.
You're like, hey, man.
I just
He's
knew
just
that he used to
playing.
come and play it. I'm pretty sure that was him at least. I don't know.
It's like a completely different dude.
It's like I just do with prison tats, and you're like, well, close enough.
It's him. That's
Yeah.
Gabe.
Well, he didn't have tats back in the day. He was like
Oh, yeah, that's
a
true, that's
child. So
See, I've only known him since he's had tattoos.
Yeah,
You know, like I've known him like I met him 6 years ago. Like,
probably Zoom. Yeah, Zoomies days.
yeah, because he used to be like a customer, and then we got to talking about like he was always in with his girl, and we would talk about like fucking. I mean, you'd always try to sell fashion, right? Because like that's what we do there.
yeah.
But then I think he saw something like a bag or something I had, because I used to have to take my bag with me because I would train in Milton, so I'd have to go from there, or I'd change in the bathroom and then leave in my stuff. And I think he saw me one day and we got to talking about it, and then he actually came and trained at the first gym I ever went to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a picture of
OG.
us. Yeah, and I'm a white belt, like,
Yeah.
and he rolled with us.
There's a funny story about actually Gabe. Whenever there used to be like kickboxing tournaments and stuff, I want to say we only did boxing. I want to say it was kickboxing. He won a kickboxing tournament without throwing a single kick because we only did boxing at my gym.
Yeah.
He didn't throw a single kick, but we just knew. We just did boxing in the backyard, and we just trained him to keep doing that, and he won that tournament by just boxing.
Damn.
Dude, he's wild.
He's
dude.
fucking.
Look, on the days that he would come, because he came for I think a few weeks, but the first class was jiu-jitsu, or the first class was striking, the second class was jiu-jitsu. So it's like he'd get better of us striking.
Yeah.
You know, because all of us are like trying to learn striking.
Yeah,
and he came in with a background in striking.
Yeah.
So he'd like piece us up, and then I'm like, all right, boy.
Now it's my time.
Yeah, and I mean, I
That's
didn't
my
even know
turn.
much then, but it was enough.
Yeah.
You know?
You get him in a couple things.
Yeah, no, he was good though. But yeah, that's wild. Like I remember meeting you at a backyard boxing event that SD fought at.
Yeah, I think. Who do I go with?
It was you, your dad, Gabe. That's who I walked in. Like,
Oh yeah, we went with Gabe. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Gabe. I remember specifically some chick was hollering at Gabe there, and it was funny as hell.
Yeah.
It was the funniest shit ever. Gabe's actually the one that got me into tattoos too. That's the reason. Before I started getting them, I sent him like pictures. Like, hey, what you think about this?
Yeah.
Even though it's fucking my shit, but I was like, just kind of like, someone that knows how to like been through it and stuff like that. I was like, what do you think if you saw someone rocking this? Yeah, shit like that.
So whenever you like, I guess first started seeing him in your backyard, which is weird. But
Hey, let's say that a little.
were you already boxing, or was he already boxing?
I started a year before my dad opened the gym in the backyard.
Okay.
And that's what it was with Larry Downs. I boxed for a whole year when I was 7 to 8. That gym closed.
How old are you now?
22. So I think like 15 years.
Shit.
Yeah, you're like a black belt in striking.
Dude.
But yeah, so after that, my dad, my grandpa, my uncle, family members, and stuff like that, they built a gym in my backyard, and I've been using that ever since.
Yeah.
And I think just from day one, he started coming there with us and whatnot. Because my dad basically opened it to everybody from the beginning. It was never like that was his idea, since it was all he knew pretty much was from Larry's and stuff. He was like, well, we can just have a gym like that in our backyard.
Yeah.
And that's just basically what it is.
Dude, I feel like some of the best homegrown talent come from those. Like Blake
Like
has
just,
one. I mean, Roy's had multiple, like Larry.
Just like the backyard, everybody come hang out.
Yeah, like
type
people
thing.
like. I mean, our gym, Trey, he started in a garage in his backyard.
Yeah.
And then slowly moved into like commercial buildings, but I mean, it's been in everything.
It's kind of hard in Pensacola because I know, like, I don't know if you remember, like, RTC, a couple of those bigger gyms. They try to make it a business.
Yeah.
And that's where they mess up because, especially in Pensacola, it's kind of small. It's hard to keep a business like that where you have to have a bunch of money coming in consistently to stay alive.
Yeah, when you're starting out, dude, you ain't got much.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
and, you know, some of those people are just, they have money. They're not really the talented. The talented people probably come from people that can't afford $100+ a month to pay to go to a gym if they have time to go to it, you know?
Yeah.
That's why the best ones come from the backyard. They get it.
Dude, two buddies of ours just went to Atlanta to the Sugar Burt boxing thing and won the 155-pound title. And then the other one fell short in the final, but like, I mean, he just started boxing less than a year ago.
Yeah.
Like, since he's been on the podcast, he's been on 3 times. Mm-hmm. It's been in that window.
Yeah.
Because
started he was talking boxing. About, in that first one, he was like talking about.
Yeah, he's like I think I'm going to start
do
boxing
this.
or doing bare knuckle or something.
Yeah. Where's he been training at?
Blake's. Like Blake Singley's gym.
Where is that?
Or his backyard. It's in... What is it, Mississippi or...
Oh, okay.
Louisiana? Not Louisiana.
I think it is.
Which one's closer, Mississippi?
Mississippi.
So it's either Super East Mobile or Mississippi.
Probably like Gulfport type-ish.
It might be.
That's Alabama. Him right there on that poster. This MMA poster. That's Brett.
Oh, there's a guy.
Brett and Josh Mayo.
Yeah.
Blake Singley, JT, the kid. Who else? Brock. Fucking Alan Belcher. There's a whole bunch of people that do striking. Like, Blake is a super good striking coach. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, that's another... Like, he just has 4 posts up. I mean, I think he has a ring now, but...
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I hear that one... What's his name? Coach Ben. That's my dad, too. But the Coach Ben...
Oh, yeah, at ours. Yeah.
I hear he's a really good coach just at striking, and I'm not sure if all around. I always know because Dumas was starting with
I mean,
him
he does
stuff.
a lot of striking classes. I mean, he's a main staple at our gym. Mm-hmm. I mean, and he corners people all over. Like, he just cornered Cody Herbert in Bellator, like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I always hear he's a good coach, so...
Yeah, super nice guy. I mean, and he just coached Juan to the title.
Yeah, in the last Island fights.
Yeah.
So what's the plan for Juan? I see him at the Island fights, but what's he... He should be turning pro soon, shouldn't he?
Yeah, so from my understanding, he's about to fight March 25th in New Orleans for, right. I think it's Immense's 155 title. I think it's Immense. It's a promotion over there. And I think after that, he's turning pro.
Okay.
But I don't know if anything is like set in stone yet, but I think that's his final thing before he's... taking pro fights or you know, and he's been training down in South Florida at MMA Masters.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, it's a big gym. You know, he's got a lot of great talent there.
Yeah,
and he still comes. I mean, he's back here now. I mean, he's not just moving down there for that. I don't think. I think he's gonna always split his time. So when he's here, he's with Ben and Trey.
Yeah, and I know Dumas just moves around a lot too.
Yeah.
Dumas is literally he started at actually. After that backyard fight that you're talking about, he started coming to our gym, and I don't want to put him on blast, but you ask him, I sparred him, and he was like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Ask him what happened.
No, dude. I talked to him, and I was like, what's wild is me and him went to school together.
Yeah.
And he was huge.
Yeah.
Like, huge in comparison to what he is now.
He had
like,
no idea how to use his power either.
Person. Yeah.
He'd beat me up now, but
yeah,
when he first started, that man, he did not, especially boxing. He's MMA. He was always... I knew from the beginning he said he wanted to do MMA, but when we sparred, he had no idea how to use his power or anything. Yeah. But this was also fucking 5 years ago, maybe. I don't know.
And you're learning technique from. I think we talk about this a lot. It's like I think you find better technique in smaller fighters or coaches because they have to have better technique.
Yeah, we don't have power like knockout power. Well, I mean, everyone has knockout power, but it takes more to really get that in. Like a lot of heavyweights, if you watch like heavyweight fights. their technique is kind of ass. Except for, I mean,
Yeah.
Tyson Fury is kind of a unicorn, but if you look at like Deontay Wilder and even
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua, they're kind of sloppy. They're really sloppy, actually,
Yeah.
especially Wilder. So it's
Yeah.
like, and you go down to like people like I don't know if you've heard of him. This Japanese fighter, Naoya Inoue. He's my favorite one. He is so sound in everything: speed, technique, fundamentals, all that.
Yeah.
It's so I love watching him fight. So I take a lot of my game from that guy, from Pacquiao, especially being from Pensacola. I take a lot from Roy, and I try
Yeah.
to mix what I can together.
Yeah, I mean, you do really well. I watch your highlights, and your next fight is April 23rd?
23rd, yep.
Yeah, Saturday, and Battle of the Bay?
I don't know the exact name of it. I know it's in Gadsden, Alabama, though.
Yeah.
That's where all mine are.
This is like your fourth time fighting for them.
I actually, that's where I signed. The promoter is in Alabama. Miss Brandy, 116 Boxing is the promotion, and I signed with her this year, so I should be on set to, I think, at least 3 fights this year with her.
Good.
I think I need bare minimum to attempt to fight. I mean, I want to fight at least that many times, but that's like in the contract, I think.
So, whenever you're like on your way up and coming boxing, is there a set amount of amateur fights before you guys decide to go pro?
It depends. So it depends by the state. Every state has a different boxing commission. I know in Florida you have to have at least 5 amateur fights. That could be with USA Boxing. That could be with any type of amateur, like with the island fights, anything that has like an actual sanctioning body. I know some places, I'm not sure, I can't tell you off the top, you don't need any though. Yeah. Or if you go like maybe to Mexico, and it's not quite as regulated, but I know Florida for a fact because I live here, you need at least 5 amateur fights. I mean, I had 50 plus, so I'm not worried about it, but you need at least 5.
Yeah, I know there's some UFC pro fighters that, I don't know why I said pro after that.
Just in case you guys didn't know.
Yeah, no, like UFC pro,
Amateur,
right?
Yeah, UFC amateurs, yeah.
But there's some like UFC legends that took one fight amateur because they were legally required, and then just signed with a major MMA promotion. Like,
is that the same way? Do you know if that's the same way in Florida with MMA stuff too? Are you supposed to have a specific amount?
I think you have to have at least one. I mean, I don't know. I didn't even know there was like a set amount. I thought you just
had to have
get your shit flushed out before you're like, okay,
let's go
now let's
pro,
try some
baby.
shit out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you anything about MMA.
I mean, it would make sense. I think 5 to 10, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, do you even really know who you are after like 1?
Yeah,
if you start to do,
you would think even if you do have incredible talent or whatnot, you'd get a couple in you just to get
Yeah, I mean,
get, like,
even
if
if you had a really good fight your first one,
Yeah.
you don't know exactly who you are.
No, because there's different styles and different, even in MMA, boxing, all it's in any type of fighting sport, different styles, different things. There's different stuff that you're gonna run into. So it's better to get at least a couple of different looks.
Yeah.
Because I mean, especially sparring, I want to get my best work sparring. That way the fights come a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But especially being in such a small place, I get we get a lot of the same people over and over. So I need to eventually start traveling or getting people here to spar with me.
Here's a good question for you. How many local people, or do you run into this issue where you see a lot of local talent trying to emulate Roy?
I mean, a lot of the people...
I mean, I know he teaches, but I know, like, for example, a lot of people try to emulate Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, talk big, the like, set up the left right after the right, like, right after the jab, you follow through with the right, like, that is notorious for him. Like, it's a shotgun punch, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
I hardly see it, honestly. The only time you see it is when the people that have trained with Roy Jones Sr. or... like they have that style that's been built in with them that's their foundation.
Yeah.
But I hardly see people like brand new come into a gym and, try to fight with their hands on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And fight doing all types of crazy. Because it's hard. It's not easy to do that stuff.
Yeah, no.
It looks easy whenever you've been practicing it for a long time. But I mean, most of Roy Jones Sr.'s, even Roy Jones Jr., his fighters, they have a certain, finesse to them that is taught, but as far as day one people come and try and do that, you hardly see it around here, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of people that will come into the sport be there for a few months and just get out because it's not their cup of tea?
That's everyone. That's almost coming to you don't know how many people come into my gym. Well, we don't do it so much anymore, but back in the day, whenever we were a little bit more open, because it's more, we're kind of getting serious with it now. I mean, we've always been, but it's like all of the fighters that we have are like trying to compete pro, turning pro. So it's like we can't have a bunch of people that are just coming and going. Yeah. But back in the day, I mean,
the level's changing.
Yeah.
Y'all could hurt some people. Like, y'all would hurt us.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, speaking of that, there's people that come in and just want to spar, and they come in there, and we're like, all right, cool, and they get beat up, and they never come back. They come in one day, get beat up, never come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, Gabe.
I mean, can you just imagine what he would do to our body? Like, we'll be like, hey, you ain't about to hit me in the head, but no.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Gabe used to be like, after Gabe probably stopped coming the first time, he'd come back for like a month or something, come back for a week, be gone, come back, be gone, come back. But I mean, it's something to do. So I mean, it's not bad, but it's like a lot of people just end up doing that because it takes a certain level of, you need to have a certain mindset to be in any type of combat sport. But boxing, I mean, for me especially, you got to have a certain drive to push yourself and whatnot. So if you only come this short amount of time, you're going to get beat up every time by someone like me who does it every day.
Yeah. That's definitely the case. Like, the only situation I felt where, like, time off, like, benefited me was, like, my wrist. I just got my cast
if you're
off.
hurt. Yeah, if you have to.
But I studied while I was off, so it wasn't just me sitting around. So I feel like I didn't really lose a step. If anything, I healed other little injuries I had, and I've been able to pick up relatively smoothly right where I left off.
Yeah,
but
just like a refreshing.
Yeah, but, like, in that case, I can't even imagine. Especially if you don't even have, like, any skill
to start with.
Backed,
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had any, like, injuries like that kind of put you off, but you've tried to at least stay into it a little bit?
Sometimes my elbows, I don't know exactly what. I think I was sparring one day and I bumped elbow. I don't know if you know Billy Rogers.
Yeah.
He used to come and spar every week. He used to train with Kenny Davis, and they'd come over and spar every time. But we bumped elbows one time, and for some reason, it just never healed right. I don't feel it much anymore, but I'm sure if I was in a fight and it got bumped the right way, it might come back. But I mean, I don't feel it anymore. But I definitely had to take a little bit off for that. I broke my. I'm forgetting that I broke my hand, my arm. Whenever
elbow hurt pretty bad.
He's like sitting there with literally one arm, and we're like, but what about the arm that you don't have?
No, I broke my left arm. Shit, maybe when I was 8 or 9, but I was so young, you know.
Was from boxing?
No.
Oh, I was like, damn, they're punching hard at 8.
No, no, we were fucking around in the backyard.
Boom.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever been seriously injured, like fighting, other than like an unnecessary clash to the elbow or something like that, or just unintentional.
How'd you break your arm?
Treehouse may have fallen on me.
Damn. Respect. I feel you. I had a TV falling on me, so I get it. I broke my left leg.
Yeah, I was just super young. It probably wouldn't have
falls, you know.
Yeah,
shit do be falling.
It probably wouldn't have broke if I was older, but I was also like 8, so I was brittle.
Yeah. Brittle bones, baby.
Yeah, dude. I didn't drink enough milk. I fucking love milk though. I drink milk all the time.
Dude,
you know what's
weird? That's too much, man. That's too much, man.
I just found out that I was like, "What is yogurt, dude?" I never even thought about it.
It's just like fucking.
It's basically soured milk, dude.
Gnarly milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that's fucking, what buttermilk is too, man.
Yeah, you want to know another dumb thought I had? A long time ago when I was like, I don't know, 16, I was like, how come I eat all this ice cream, right? And I never have to shit afterwards. Okay, you see where I'm going. Okay? And I was like, but I pee a lot. But how is that even possible? Like, I just ate all this ice cream, like... That's all I'm going to say. I was like, how am I not shitting this amount of...
See, but that's weird, though, because people that are lactose intolerant that drink milk shit their brains out.
Why is that weird, though?
Because
I'm not lactose intolerant.
Yeah, but how does it come out of the ass when you're lactose intolerant? Yeah, and the bladder
you're missing,
the other way?
You're missing how dumb I am. I was like, how am I eating all this food and not shitting because... I'm eating a lot of food.
Milk, yeah, because
it's liquid.
Yeah,
I still don't fully understand how lactose intolerance. Fucking, I can't
say it.
Yeah, can't say it. I can't say it nor understand how it works.
How the word works or how it works.
It's got to be like an inflammatory response to like your
Your tummy.
digestive
Your stomach.
tract. Yeah. There's got to be something where it's like, nah, dude.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I want to have strong.
Dude, I eat Greek yogurt every single day.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot.
Do you eat Greek yogurt?
Yeah, that's what those things are.
Oh, are they?
I will straight grab a
think they
gallon
were
of milk
Greek.
out of my fridge. No one drinks it in the house but me, and I'll just drink it out of the gallon.
See, man,
Dude,
that's too much, bro. That's too much for me.
Dude,
man.
somebody convinced me.
People
His
that be
name was
drinking
Robert, and I worked at the airport, and he was like a bodybuilder. Like, he looked like
Raw
Hitler
dog
would
in the
be
gallon
happy
of
to
milk.
have him, you know?
Yeah.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, shredded as shit. Like, and he would drink a gallon of milk every single day while we worked at the airport. Like, outside,
hot
it's
milk?
fucking crazy hot.
Goddamn.
Hot milk.
That's
Just
worse.
drinking
I
hot
don't know about
milk.
But
that
he
one.
drank the pink label one, which is like, I don't even know what it is now, but it's like watery milk.
It's like 0%.
Either low fat or skim
Yeah,
1% or fat free.
That would be part of his lunch. And he'd eat, like, hold on, listen how bad this shit probably smelled. Chicken, broccoli, milk. That was his diet. Hey, man.
That's enough, man.
I mean, he got fucking huge.
Yeah, I'm sure he got.
Yeah, I bet his bones are strong as shit too.
Yeah.
Also, way too many kidney stones. You know.
I don't know. Is that what happens when you drink milk?
Yeah.
I
Kidney
thought that
stones?
shit
Can
just came
happen.
from like soda and shit.
Yeah, I thought it was from acid.
No, all the calcium buildup.
Oh shit. I need to stop drinking milk.
Once
I
you
don't
get
know.
enough
Maybe I'm gonna
calcium,
lower
what
down on
happens
the
to
yogurt.
it? What happens to it, man?
My
It gets
dick
stuck in
can't-
your kidneys.
Yeah, my dick can't deal
I
with that.
drink like a gallon a week.
Yeah, you might need to chill out on that, bro.
A gallon a week? That's not that bad. What
That's
is
a
that?
lot of milk.
That's like
dude.
6
Hey,
to
man,
8
that's
ounces
too
a
much
day.
milk, bro.
That's not too much.
Dude,
Bro, that's
that's
like
a
a bowl of
lot of
cereal.
milk. Let's see what the weekly intake of milk
Do you
should be.
understand what a gallon is?
My bones
yes,
aren't
I know what
breaking
a
anytime
gallon
If
is.
you
soon.
drink
What are
a
you
gallon
talking
of water
about?
a week, you would probably die in, I don't know,
Yeah,
3 months.
You wouldn't die.
I drink a gallon a day.
It just
How
drink
much
a
milk
gallon of liquid.
should
You gotta survive way more on that, bro.
should you drink a day? None. I'm just kidding.
Dude, I don't think
Adults
that's
should drink 3 cups of milk.
See?
That's
He's not even hitting a cup a day, bro.
Nah, dude.
8 cups? How many cups is in a gallon? Look that up.
There's 16 cups in a gallon.
16 cups. So you're hitting 2 cups a day.
I'm
Easy.
straight.
And then still two
This
and a half
is-
cups,
this is
whatever.
way too
2
much,
1/4
man.
cups. Bro, you ain't. Dude, do your milk.
I'm trying to
thing.
read
Don't
a
even fucking worry
scientific
about it.
study of
Yeah,
it.
well,
Jesus.
science is
Dude,
often
that
wrong
seems like a
sometimes.
lot.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
science,
actually, it's right in this situation, but
well, science is always
getting
ever
improved.
evolving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
like
should be changing.
we might find out milk is like fucking alien
Toxic.
pus or some shit. Like cows are aliens. I don't know. Bro,
Yeah.
do your milk thing, bro. You
bitches
good.
be hating you for drinking dairy milk, though.
I appreciate you calling him a bitch. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You're like,
I appreciate it.
"Bitches
He's
be
like,
hating."
bitches be hating. Look straight at me. I'm like, listen, man, milk's
Hey, man.
weird. Milk's
The
weird
jury's
to me,
out
dude.
on milk, dude.
Like, I could fuck with milk in, like, cereal. Okay, I could fuck with a cereal milk, you know?
Okay, say
I
it
could
weird.
fuck with that.
I guess
But
with
just
the milky cereal.
just drinking straight milk to me just is, I don't know, man.
I don't
It's
know.
a lot.
But you got to think,
It's
dude.
a lot.
Mike Davis drinks more milk than him.
Does he?
Multiple. He he eats like a fucking box of cereal a day. You think that's not half a gallon a day?
That does what yeah.
Now,
don't
do you
know,
eat
man.
cereal?
Sometimes.
So do you fuck with more milk than cereal?
Yeah.
Really? I do.
Do you
less
put your milk
than
first or cereal first?
It's cereal first.
Yeah,
Because you gotta get all the. You gotta get all
I'm
the
just
cereal.
making sure,
got-
dude.
no, I'm
you
on your-
drink straight milk. I'm just making sure you're not pouring your milk first. That's all.
Nah.
Yeah,
He's
but
like,
then,
he's like,
but then you
No,
run,
dude.
But then you run into the problem where it's like now you've eaten all your cereal. There's milk. You gotta
And I
add
drink
more
it.
Cereal.
No, I just drink the milk.
I keep adding cereal to that milk. Run out,
he
bro.
said, till that cereal run out. cuz." I mean, all the cereal in the fucking house. He's like,
I need an excuse
your
for a second
cereal's
bowl.
just syrup at the end of
Yeah.
it. Oh,
Cereal
It's
milk is
annoying.
it's a problem, bro. It's
Cereal
good
milk?
shit,
Yeah.
dude.
That shit
You
is
get some
good.
free chocolate milk whenever you get, Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
free chocolate milk
Or
right
fruity
there.
pebbles,
Reese's
bro.
Puffs,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
That Reese's Puff milk,
That's
Yeah,
peanut butter
man.
chocolate milk.
hell yeah.
Damn.
What are some of your bad habits as far as food?
So
You like pretzels?
no,
Bro, we better put you on some pretzel game. You
Okay,
know
okay.
Dot's
Pretzel game
pretzels?
for real.
no.
Don't get to know her.
It's
Because
not
them
a good
shits
idea,
are
dude.
way too good, dude.
Yeah.
But nah, probably like my worst thing is just whenever it's convenient, I just kind of get fast food and stuff because it's easier. So I mean,
I feel like, but even with that, that's easy to not get. Too.
yeah, exactly. Whenever I'm like cutting and stuff, all I have to do is once I get food prepped, I can just have that
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah.
He's gotten pretty good at that. Now, he used to be like skinny fat like I am, but he got pretty
Skinnier.
nice, you know?
Yeah.
But I've
got a long way to go.
Fight. We haven't even talked about that. We just went to South Florida and he won his tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything after that? Like, is there like another tournament after the tournament?
There's more. There's another competition in April.
But no.
But not.
I know what you're saying, but no, that tournament was like final. That's
because sometimes there's like qualifier tournaments and stuff like that to get like.
Yeah.
That's how it is with the Junior Olympics and stuff like that. Or Olympics.
Yeah,
he's not even
that
Junior
level.
Special Olympics.
Yeah. I just said I'm not there yet. But you didn't have to say that, Didn't have to go there.
Oh, yeah, I'm not there yet.
It's fine.
Yeah, he should. He may have won a tournament, but he's just nowhere near where he needs to be.
He's like, he fucking sucked.
Yeah.
You need to sit back down.
Shit like that, dude. Straight up. Damn, I thought you were my friend, dude. Fuck.
He won the midget wrestling tournament.
No, dude, but... No, like, the way our jiu-jitsu tournaments run is, like, it's all in one day. It's completely finalized that day, so...
Lots of.
There'll be more of that same tournament. Like there'll be more like his was what he just competed in was Copa. Mm-hmm. There'll be like another Copa, but it won't be like
a continuation. Yeah. They're all separate kind of deals.
Now that's all amateur stuff, right? Yes. Both of y'all do amateur MMA, or are you?
No, we don't do MMA.
Or not MMA, jiu-jitsu. Yeah, is that?
Yeah. Now, like if he would have competed in the absolute and won that pays. So I don't know if you would consider him. Pro.
Yeah, that I don't understand because
that's like a pool.
I know how boxing works, but I don't know how I know how MMA kind of works. I know how boxing works, but all the other things that's included in MMA.
If you start getting like paid matches, like you're doing super fights and stuff, you could be considered a pro jiu-jitsu practitioner. But like, in my opinion, I wouldn't consider you pro until you're literally making a living off of it, where that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
It's like that's all you have to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you have a side job, but like your main income would be jiu-jitsu. And there's not a lot of those people. Yeah. I mean, in the sport,
because it probably doesn't pay just quite as good as. I mean, no. Just being real, it doesn't pay quite as good as. Because the thing about any type of thing is it's entertainment.
I mean, name a sport, it pays better.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that,
it pays tiny.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because like it's all about what people are watching and stuff like that, and it's not really talked about on a level where
and
it's like mainstream.
It's boring.
Yeah, we literally talked
what they're watching.
Yeah, we literally talked to Seneca about this. About like people don't. It's like boring to watch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to understand if you don't know what's going on. It's like why would we want to watch two dudes on the ground?
I'm sure you can make a living off of like sumo wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know a lot of people watching it? Not here. It's not part of our culture.
Yeah, not here.
Right?
Yeah.
But like, I'm sure in some places in Brazil, like jiu-jitsu tournaments are like very well watched.
Yeah.
Like here, it's niche. Like it's like not very.
It's
big.
Becoming a bigger thing.
Yeah,
recently,
it's
started to hit.
It's nothing like what like MMA was in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
It's not blowing up like that. It is inside of its own community blowing up.
Yeah.
But it's hard getting more people in that community.
Yeah. It's like if you don't watch it or don't compete in it, it's hard for you to want to watch it because you don't understand what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I now have an appreciation for, like, wrestling, but only because I do jiu-jitsu and I understand, like, how you can implement wrestling inside of jiu-jitsu. So I'll see wrestling matches or something, and I'll be like, now I can appreciate it. But I wouldn't prior go out of my way to watch anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm watching. Why did he just get 2 points?
And that's probably everyone's mindset when it comes to jiu-jitsu. So.
Yeah, because they're like, okay, why doesn't he just choke him now from standing?
Yeah. And people are very, their attention span is very short.
Yeah.
So
they want to see a knockout. They want to see blood.
Yeah.
They want to see...
Yeah.
And, like, that's... Like, if you see blood in our sport, they'll tape it up, and if it continues to bleed, they can sometimes just call it match.
I mean, they even do... I mean, no. If there's a bad enough cut in boxing, they do that, too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That Badu Jack cut, though, from, like, I don't know, a few years ago?
I know what you're talking about. It was bad.
I think I pulled this up for you once. The fucking ref looked like he was like from a horror movie.
His whole sleeves.
Yeah, dude, it was like terrible.
Shit,
bro.
Even the one Tyson took from Otto.
Yeah,
his pre-Deontay fight or whatever, his warm-up fight. I thought they were gonna stop that in the like 7th round or something like that.
Yeah, dude.
Hear they got Tyson's fighting Dillian White.
Yeah, and then possibly retiring. What do you think about that?
I mean, he's done all he needed to do.
right?
I mean, he can fight whoever, and it won't matter.
I mean, it's got to be that one, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But you know what? It's not as bad as it looks.
Oh, I know, but like, what are you talking about? Like, as far as like pain or like damage?
Both.
Yeah, because it's just a short nerve, right? And it's just gonna bleed. It's just gonna
anything
bleed.
On the face, because I got a small, tiny cut
and
right
it's
above
from
my
headbutt.
Yeah, and it didn't hurt at all. I got it stitched, but my entire face looked like I was crying blood or something. I didn't feel it. I didn't notice it until I started seeing blood in my eye. So.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also, like, things where you'll get, like, hematomas, or however you say that word. Hematoma.
Is that just like a big-ass bump?
It's like a bruise, but it holds liquid.
Oh.
So, like, it's bruising. A bruise is blood underneath the skin.
Yeah.
So it just pulls blood, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes, like, Joanna, when she got that big one where her whole fucking head looked like Megamind.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
Like, I don't think they pop something like that. The swelling just has to go down and go away.
Yeah.
But
you usually don't pop hematomas. You usually just because they swell.
So but
they just ice them.
You say you don't watch MMA that much?
Not really, no.
Dude, I'm gonna pull up a fight because this is just so ridiculously crazy. It was the first time. Look at the cut there.
Cut. That shit looks deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said that wasn't so bad. He looks like a horror movie character.
Straight.
No.
Opened his third eye.
Jose Aldo's first UFC fight. Okay. Got a name.
That's good. Spelled it wrong.
Jose Aldo, first UFC fight. His fucking... Cool, didn't even bring it up. That's the same search. Damn it, I can't remember the fucking dude's name, but he was a title holder. That guy.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Literally.
But he had it was like literally this big. It was like nothing, boom, fucking massive.
I might have seen that, yeah. I don't really watch it, but I probably have seen a lot of the stuff from like fucking memes and shit.
Dude, look at his leg after. That's Uriah Faber's leg after Jose Aldo. He couldn't walk for a few days.
Jesus.
I mean, obviously, but yeah, it's like he had such a huge knot full of liquid on his head that you were like, dude, if that thing keeps getting hit too much,
it's gonna pop.
It's just gonna
explode.
Okay, fuck all this.
That's
this is taking way too long.
Fucking head looked like too. This might just be like a top 10 of.
Yeah, but I need to remember the fucking guy. There it is. No, that might not be the guy. That might be though. Yes. Fuck. What? Oh, cool. It doesn't have their names.
Have his name on it. Yeah.
But yeah, dude. His fucking head gets so damn huge. I don't know how they loosen that other than like cold steel. It's got to be similar to boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Like
a cold compress.
Yeah, or like, what is the idea behind the cold steel and like evening it out? Isn't it still gonna pull back in the same location? You know what I'm saying?
I don't really know.
Yeah,
I haven't had like a.
You're like, I don't know. I don't get beat the fuck up. I'm a first, second round guy. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
I really don't get points like that.
That's pretty much in anywhere, not just in boxing. First 1-2 rounds. That's it.
Yeah. So you've only had one decision?
No, I've had two. My second fight and my last one.
Word.
The second one was kind of bullshit. They gave it a split decision, but I beat the shit out of that dude for 4 rounds straight. So,
So at what point does the round start ramping up? Like, what indicates like, yo, this is gonna be? Is it just the promotion? Like, this is gonna be a 4-round fight, or
yeah, I could do 4 rounds for the rest of my life. I mean, I probably wouldn't get paid much for it. So typically, the way it goes is, I mean, especially on like these smaller fights, is the way the pay goes is it's by the round. So say I get $200 a round, 2, 4.
So if you knock him out sooner than
no. It's
shit, dude! I'd be a 12-round fighter all day, baby.
Nah, if you sign a contract for a 4-round fight, you're gonna get paid for 4 rounds, which would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 800. But if you get 6 rounds, that's 1,200. Yeah, so on and so forth.
So how do you guys negotiate more rounds? Because obviously
Sometimes
they're going to be like, we don't want to do that many rounds.
Yeah,
you can just pick. I mean, you
can just
talk to them. And
also, they're going to use like how good you are against you, right?
Sometimes sometimes you don't have a choice.
Like, well, you knock them out. So
like right now, I have since my dad's my manager and stuff like that, and
look at his head. Oh my god, Watch when he turns. Sorry. Watch when he turns.
Oh, I see it. Jesus fucking Christ.
Anyways, you said your dad.
My dad's my manager, and we're tight with the promoter. We have the luxury of being able to kind of pick and choose. But later on down the line, I'm just gonna have to take what I get, and whatever rounds, whatever money. Well, I'm not. The money is gonna be where we're gonna negotiate. But as far as rounds and all that stuff, it's I take what I get. But other than that, yeah, I'm definitely making sure I'm getting paid for what I'm doing.
Yeah, fuck.
So it doesn't change per like in MMA, it's pretty clear. Like it's like amateur, local, regional productions, and within that you can do pro fights like at those same productions. But then it goes like PFL, Bellator, UFC.
Yeah.
But it's almost in that order. It's like PFL, Bellator, UFC, like levels. You can get on those shows at the same like experience level, but you'll know if you're ready or not. So
yeah.
Are you signing like whenever you go to these next things, are they like, yo, we're only 6 rounds plus?
Nah.
So even like WBC or whatever can do like 4-round fights?
Oh, they probably could. They just don't show those on like TV and stuff. So typically when you have like a card, like a pay-per-view card or anything like that, they'll show on TV maybe a couple pre-fights before the actual main card, which is 4 fights and then the main event. And then even then sometimes they'll have fights after that they don't even show you.
Yeah.
Like after the main event, they'll have some more fights after that try to just fit on the card. But I mean,
I've always wondered that. I've seen that too. Like Bellator used to do that. I don't know if they do that anymore, but like
just
after
like a section of it or something.
Well, what they'll do, maybe it's different with boxing, but what they'll do is they'll have pre-recorded, like they'll film the entire fight card, but they'll start it after they've already filmed like 3 or 4. And then after the main event airs, they show the fights they didn't show before.
They may do that
which
in
is
boxing
weird,
too. Yeah,
right?
It's a weird thing to do.
Yeah, you're like, hey man, I said for the main event I'm out unless that's my guy fighting.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm not gonna stick around then.
But yeah, typically a boxing card is like 10 or maybe I don't know how many fights, but you only see 4. 5.
Yeah,
but there's definitely more every time. Because I know there was one where someone that used to train at, or I think he still trains with Roy. He fought at, I think it was like a Lomachenko undercard. I think that was the fight, and it was in Madison Square Garden. And there was fights before the actual card. You could watch them; they were on, but it didn't advertise that that's when it started, or that's not when the main card started. That's like just like pre-fights to the pre-fights. Yeah.
That's the way it is kind of with UFC too, like the early prelim type stuff. Those are, aired on ESPN or whatever, and then the pay-per-view starts at 9, and
the
then
pay-per-view card
that cuts out. Yeah, it cuts out on ESPN. It's like a weird channel change thing that you have to do. That's the frustrating thing I don't like about the UFC, man.
I kind of just don't like pay-per-view altogether. I think I'd rather
not yet.
Yeah,
I don't know.
One day you're gonna love that.
You're gonna love it though.
I don't know.
You're like, you know what? This is for the birds. And then you're like, you know what?
I enjoy this.
Yeah, this ain't.
Let's keep this up.
I wonder if I could figure out a way to, get more, like money through getting it free. Just get more views and stuff like that, more advertisement, more sponsors. More
it
stuff
would
like
have
that.
to be some sort of way that they are trying to progress the sport to give it more open eyes,
That's what that's what I would like to do.
Yeah, but you'd have to find sponsors that want to. It would have to be somebody like back in the day in wrestling, WCW came around because Ted Turner wanted to battle Vince McMahon, which is WWF at the time, but he had like Viacom money, like that's who he was, like. He had like an unlimited amount of money. You got to find somebody like that, like Elon Musk or somebody, to come in and be like, "Yo, here's $6 billion. Fuck pay-per-view. We're gonna put fights on for everyone."
Yeah,
and that means like y'all get paid really well, but it's also available for everyone. So like if
it benefits everybody.
Yeah, and if you ever have to go back to pay-per-view, now you got customer base of people that are like, "Well, I still want to watch."
I kind of want to just get rid of the whole pay-per-view. Fucking thing.
It'd be really cool is if it was set up like a Netflix thing, like. Yo, I'll pay $5 a month. I get to watch
that's how
WWE is now like that. Like they're on Peacock. You pay $5 a month. You get I think it's 5. It might be more than that, but it's not much. But you get every pay-per-view with it for free.
Do you have to pay extra for like the WrestleManias and stuff like that though?
It's all included.
It's all included.
Which I would like. UFC started or like
they tried to do that,
saying they were going to do this, but you pay for ESPN Plus, and then they give you like maybe your first one,
and then you have to do another pay-per-view after that, even though you're paying.
And you got to pay
ESPN
$80, Plus. And it's only going up. Which I get it, but we've had this conversation before. Like, at what point is enough money? Like, pay-per-views are going to be over $100 whenever we have really children. Hey, we're gonna have to pull money,
and it sucks because it's like
there's so many people losing money on pay-per-view too. Like there's so many people that watch it, the day after. There's people that watch it illegally.
Places that
or like the day of.
The places that show them, you're gonna start seeing less and less places that show them because they have to pay a certain amount per head that they can, that they can fit in their restaurant.
So he works in a restaurant. I didn't know.
Yeah, so in order for you to put on, you have to pay a percentage of a pay-per-view per person, even if they're not watching the fight.
Exactly. So and you're if your restaurant, people will sit in there for hours.
If your restaurant seats 240 people, whether you fill the restaurant or not, you have to pay that money for 240 people. So it's like, when it starts breaking the bank for these restaurants and like bars and stuff like that, dude, you're just gonna have less people showing them.
I don't know. Right now, I don't like it, but I mean, maybe if that's what's paying me more, but I don't know. I don't really like the whole pay-per-view thing.
I don't agree with it continually going up because it started at what, $49 or something like that. Or I mean, way back in the day, I think
like
less.
The pay-per-views back in the day was like $30, but
I mean, but then there's just inflation and stuff, and
and it's like, what is like the most comparable price now? Like, what is the most reasonable price? It should be a subscription base. If it's gonna be a ESPN Plus, then make like the subscription like $15 a month, and then make it be like, yo, if I want the pay-per-views included, $5 extra, so I'm paying $20 a month.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But still have the pay-per-view as an option.
But what if
person who
that's what I'm saying. So like I do ESPN Plus, but if I'm gonna do the pay-per-views and the UFC option, I'm gonna pay $5 more extra.
Also, just the pay-per-view on its own, so not even through the ESPN, but you can still play the standalone.
With someone like me, I used to only watch. The only thing I used to watch whenever I was, like, because Roy had already retired and stuff like that. The only thing I watched was Pacquiao, and he fought like once a year.
Yeah, now he's retired, right?
Yeah, but so why would I pay for a subscription when I only want to watch one fight a year?
Yeah,
but I don't even want to pay. I mean, I guess it's okay for that, but it's like so for us Filipinos, that's like a holiday. Whenever Pacquiao fought, we would all get together and there'd be food and all that stuff. So it was always fun.
Yeah, so like, well, that wouldn't even be that bad because then you would get one person by the fight, the whole family watching.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like that. I don't mind so much, but if I'm at home alone because I don't want to go out and watch a fight at a bar or something, I got to pay $100.
Dude.
I got to pay like a tenth of my check or something.
Exactly. So you're not going to do that, right?
No.
What are you going to do? You're going to either watch it legally or just wait?
I know people that watch it legally. I don't know that I'm one of them.
Yeah, Dana won't say that. But, I mean, a lot of people do. They'll either watch it legally or they just will wait and watch the highlights the next day or the day after, or however many days until they actually show it for free.
Yeah, it's wild that pay-per-view exists because you're paying for like the exclusivity of time, basically.
Yeah.
Because if you just wait.
Yeah, because you don't want people to ruin it on your Instagram feed or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like for example, like, dude, I didn't jump on. Do you know what Euphoria is?
I know what it is, but I haven't watched it. It's
okay. Yeah, take your time, dude. Okay, no, it's a good show. I'm not ripping on the show, but like it popped off and like, yo, Drake's co-producing or whatever the fuck he actually did in the show.
Fuck Drake, it's Kanye.
Right? Okay, well,
Kanye gang over here.
Ooh.
I mean, I believe in two. I believe in both.
Higher powers.
But
you do a versus, Kanye's winning every time.
If you're doing a versus,
oh no,
Kanye's music is much more timeless.
But what is the indicating factor of the versus? Like what the crowd reacts to, or like what the masses react to?
It can be either.
No, it can't.
It can be either.
It cannot be either.
It can be either.
It cannot be either.
Yes,
bro.
it can.
He got more slaps than the Beatles. Okay.
It's not timeless like that. Do you still? Listen?
No, I listen. I'm a big Drake guy.
Yeah, he's a huge Drake
But I'm
guy.
not hating on Kanye. I don't hate on Kanye at all.
I'm not hating on Drake
I think
either.
Kanye is a different artist than Drake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different type of artist. Like, Kanye is like an artist. Drake is an artist, I guess.
My issue with Drake, especially like from like most of all time, is Kanye kind of started making music that was for him and for not necessarily just to put out what everyone else would think is best is like his style and stuff like that.
Yeah.
His style has evolved and changed over time. Drake's has kind of remained the same. He's not evolving.
Yeah.
He's not getting better.
Well, you know what it is? You know what it is. Drake's a factory of hits, whether we like it or not. Okay? And Kanye is an artist. That's what it is. So, like, Kanye can put out an album. It could be a masterpiece of art and sound and, like, everything mixed and mastered perfectly. Mm-hmm. And it may not hit, like, diamond status right away.
No.
But over time, everyone's going to look back on it.
It gets better, like, yeah, exactly like with Yeezus. A lot of people hated Yeezus, and then now it's one of his people's favorite albums, you know.
See, I think Life of Pablo is, like, my favorite.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like that.
Just because there's so many different sounds, and, like Real Friends is one of my favorite songs of all time. Like,
that's a good one.
All time, bro. Like, if just an instrumental alone... there's so many good.
I don't know how you can be a Drake fan when you like songs like that. That's like some real. He's actually saying real shit. I feel like Drake doesn't say like. He doesn't have messages like that.
Yeah, but look, the white girl in me, like the white girl in me goes crazy when Drake drops. I'm
such
like
a white girl when it comes to Drake.
I'm like
straight.
All I'm seeing is Drake. Right
I don't know.
Now. Okay.
Like after a certain, probably like towards the beginning of like this year, I started like really kind of doing a little bit more of my research on Kanye and stuff, and especially after that documentary came out, it is super motivational to see how he thinks.
Get to see it,
you have got to watch it. It's the way that he thinks, the way that he's like his drive, all that kind of stuff. It motivates me. There's only been like 2 other people to do that, and that's like Pacquiao and the way he fights and stuff like that, and Michael Jordan is the way his mindset is.
Yeah.
I used to only like Kanye's music, and then I started like diving into like his creativity, his drive to do what he wants and stuff like that, and that's like really motivated me to be more of myself.
Well, if I understand correctly, it's not fully all the way out yet, right? Isn't there more parts coming?
It just finished. It's 3 parts, and the last part just came out like last week.
Do it again, dude. Jesus. Okay, because I thought there was more coming out. That's why I don't start something unless it's fully finished.
It's finished.
Because it's annoying to. I don't do the whole cable shit where it's like,
wait, tune in next week.
Monday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I grew up that way, and I fucking hate that way.
Yeah.
Like, I.
That's why you waited for Euphoria.
Yeah, but I didn't. I thought Euphoria was 2 seasons and done, but there's more seasons coming out, like 2024.
Oh, is that when the next one's coming out?
We booked up that week, dog.
We got a fucking long way to go.
Yeah, dude, it's a grip away.
Listen, dude. He was telling me about, and I've heard people talking about it and everything, but he said something about it, and I was like, damn, I kind of want to watch it, and like, I've thought about it. My mom told me to watch it.
Look, I was against watching
I just heard it
and
was
I'm a
just
Drake
porn.
fan. Because I thought it was just gonna, what I heard was, it just like, Hollywoodizes like the way kids are in high school, and they do drugs and they get fucking
sex,
wild.
Yeah.
And for some reason I heard, which isn't true, maybe I shouldn't have said that to you, but like, I heard they were killing people, but yeah, but
I mean, you're not gonna spoil it for me. I'll forget. I have the worst memory of all time.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything past that, but I just heard it was like kind of like Dexter, but with drugs and shit. Like,
and
I've never even seen Dexter. I don't watch much of anything.
See, I wanted to hit you up before this, but I didn't want to get like too much information. And I was like, because if you were a Euphoria boy, bro, we got some shit to talk about.
Yeah,
dude.
no, I hardly like watch stuff. I have such like a busy schedule, but there's a certain like I'll make time. Like I know if Kanye has a concert, I'm going to it.
Yeah.
That's like the only person I've ever wanted to go to like their concert.
Were you able to watch his Drinking Champs? I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was a great interview.
Anytime he like talks and like actually like expresses himself, it's super like interesting to hear like just the way he thinks, and it's like motivational in a way to make me like think.
My issues though is like he's so emotional, which I guess is like part of the thing that helps him drive.
It's a pro and a con.
Yeah, right. But he'll like destroy somebody that I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like the Big Sean thing. Like then Big Sean came on right after him, and he's like, I don't have no bad blood with Yeezy. Like what the problem is? Like I don't get it. Yeah. Like I don't like that shit. You know?
Yeah, it might be.
He needs somebody to help wrangle his thoughts a little bit to make it clearer to everyone, because he'll be like, he is basically the rap game Alex Jones. And you're like, hey man, you just said lizard people touch little kids with pizza.
Let's just fucking let's
you're
keep
like,
it together.
Explain that a little bit.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a fucking
he's a wild card for sure. But I mean, I think that's why.
Yeah, I think that's what's attractive.
You
about
gotta have
it
that. You gotta have that crazy. you can't wrangle it too much, but like when he's doing these interviews and he's like trying to really explain himself, I'd like something a little clearer.
I remember watching this one thing. It's probably one of my favorite things he said is like, so if you like treat everything like you're trying to have like the right answer for everything, life just becomes this big test. And when you go to school, what day were you the most anxious? Test day. Yeah. So if you try to sit there and think about everything, it's just like, you know, you're going to keep going through the cycle of that. So he just moves how he feels at the time. And there is no trying to do whatever you think is right and stuff like that. It's just you do and you are. And that's just, since I've heard that, I was like, fuck it, yeah.
Was that on the documentary?
No, it wasn't. It was just something I saw on YouTube one day. But
he has a lot of gems. Like, even his old interviews, he says a lot of really good shit.
Yeah.
I'm not by any means... Like, I think he is honestly... I mean, obviously the realer person of the two. Mm-hmm. Like, when you see Drake and shit, like, he's putting on... Always. Like, you never see him... Like, the Rap Caviar interview he did that was, like, 3 hours long. They did it in his house in Toronto. It's like, you could tell he's, like... He's trying to be a Don or something. He's trying to be like mafioso. Like, and he's putting on the dialect.
When you watch that documentary, you'll see like even how he started up back whenever like I don't know what year, but this was when Jay-Z was on top and stuff. And like the thing with rap was like street stuff and all that stuff. He's like, I'm not really from the streets like that, you know. I mean, I didn't grow up rich or anything, but I'm not really from the streets. So none of his songs were like, I'm a hood dude, you know, I'm going to shoot you up and stuff like that. No, he rapped what he did and how he felt. He had a song talking about working at the Gap and stuff like that. So,
and obviously he was like world famous through The Wire. Like, his mouth was literally wired shut, and he rapped with it wired shut like this. You ever heard about that?
Best song of all time.
Bro, it's crazy. And it's emotional. It makes you want to tear up because you're like...
This was Kanye?
Yeah. You never heard
his first album, his debut album, College Dropout.
Bro, it's fucking wild. Like,
I thought y'all were talking about 50 for a minute.
No, like, Kanye... Huh? No, I mean...
He got into a car accident.
55th straight.
Yeah.
50.
Homie did got...
You know who Crip Mac is?
No.
Bro. Play him on game.
Hilarious, dude. He's one of the best people of all time. Seriously.
Crip Mac is...
Was it Channel 5? Is that where it started?
Apparently he was already going before Channel 5 happened. I didn't know that. That's how Channel 5 found him.
Oh, okay.
The new music video?
I didn't get to see that.
It's just him fucking burying Pete Davidson alive.
Really?
Yeah. What's he call him?
Skeet.
Skeet. That's right.
Oh, no, dude.
Skeet
Wait,
Davidson.
so are they still together?
No.
Pete and Kim?
Oh, yeah, they are, yeah.
Pete and Kim are?
Dude, like, obviously we can't play the music, but it should show... Right here. So Kanye West was in a nearly fatal car accident. He fractured his jaw in 3 places. 2 weeks later, he recorded this song while his mouth was still wired shut. Like, you probably heard this beat. Okay, it's not going yet, but you heard that part.
Yeah.
And it's like, dun-dun-dun, through the wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you get x-rays and all the shit that they're doing. Yeah. Like, this was genius to film some of this shit.
Yeah.
Like, who at this time... I wonder if it was him.
It's in the documentary.
Oh, it is? Fuck.
The documentary... I don't know if I spoiled it. The documentary is literally the footage that they got for this. The documentary is that actual footage.
Hell yeah, dude. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that shit ASAP. So, how like, is it 3 episodes?
3 episodes, or like, 3 episodes. All of them are like an hour and a half.
Word.
So it's about 4 and a half hours.
I will tell you this. I started to do the Juice WRLD documentary. It's called Into the Abyss.
Is that on Netflix?
Nope, it's on HBO now.
I'm going to keep talking Kanye right now because, like, I don't know if you know.
Just to give a caveat real quick. The Into the Abyss thing it's like a documentary, but literally there's no documentarian or whatever to like give you a story. It's just like clips of him freestyling and walking to another stage or getting lean in his cup in a hotel room. But there's nobody being like, at this point in his career, we knew he fucked up or did.
Yeah.
It's not like that. So it's like I gave it like 30 minutes and I'm like,
nothing's changed.
Cool, it's just him freestyling, which I get.
Yeah.
I appreciate, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, you were bringing up Juice WRLD. A lot of those like new age rappers, like especially the people that kind of melodize, like him. I know like Auto-Tune, Travis Scott, stuff like that. Uzi, they got a lot of influence from 808s and Heartbreaks.
Yeah, dude. There are so many people that ride on that like sound still to this day that put out music just like it.
Just like it. I was watching a video and they said you could literally have told me that this came out last week and I would have believed you.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. That album changed my life. I remember being in my bedroom when that album dropped. I went to Walmart and bought it.
You bought one.
Bought it, like a physical. I know you don't know what CDs are. They used to have this section in Walmart where they sold CDs.
What are CDs?
It's like a
CDs
donut
nuts.
that you can't eat
without
bleeding. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I thought it was just all on thing,
All on the thing. Nope, we didn't have the things back then.
Damn, y'all need to be getting them things, dog.
Yeah. Dude, it's wild though. Like,
but yeah,
God, the difference in the way music used to be, and it's wild too. Like he was like so lyrical even back then.
No, yeah.
When it was like Lil Wayne was popping, but Lil Wayne was in the Hot Boys at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like lyrically, but not like it is now. But I felt like Kanye already was.
One of my favorite things is just his influence. That's what I strive to be able to. Anything I do, like put on some Yeezys or something like that, and people will follow. Not just like follow me and do that, but like it'll start something like a trend to do this or that. Like he did that with tucking his socks or his pants into his sweatpants and any type of fashion trend that you can think of. Kanye's probably was involved in it.
That is a whole level that not many people will ever be. You know what I'm saying? Like
I always say
Kanye, Travis Scott is there. Elon is there.
You can't always pick either, because like for example, like the Fab Five in Michigan, like college basketball, they wore black socks, and all of a sudden that blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that. Like they didn't even plan on. They did that as like a stand against, what is that called? Like when you're like rebelling against somebody, like you're making a stand against like
a protest.
A protest. So they did that as a protest. Instead of having white socks, they wore black.
Yeah.
Well, that blew Nike black socks the fuck up.
Yeah.
And they weren't doing that to do that. And it became that.
Yeah.
So it's like,
do you think designers, like, do you think like Nike and Adidas and all that kind of stuff follow that? And they're like, all right, what did he wear today? Let's make a bunch of extra of those. Because they know it's gonna fucking.
Like I said, anything Kanye does is
hard to ride away.
Like
it's hard to see a wave coming.
Yeah,
like when it's the first day, it's not like.
But there's certain things like.
Typically, we're all way late on the wave.
Yeah,
we're like, oh, now we see it. Now it's already at the peak.
Come
or
and
something.
gone.
It just has to be something like the white Vans, the Damn Daniel shit like that.
Oh yeah,
everyone probably bought a pair of white Vans or just anything of like that, but. Something like Yeezys and stuff like that, people have always been on those. Well, not when they were Nikes, but you know what I mean.
Now, dude, try and buy a pair of them.
Dude, the fucking I like the Nike Yeezys.
Oh yeah,
like the first ones are fucking dope. Or the infrared ones, like the October
Red October.
Sorry, infrared different ones, but. Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, the Nike ones looked fucking mean.
I've been meaning to say since we were talking about like music people and stuff. I know you guys had Rashawn on here, Stallworth.
Yeah.
Yes.
He used to come to boxing too. He knows Gabe. I think they used to come similar times.
Damn.
He used to come by. There's a handful of people that have been through the gym that probably have been here.
We also had Mando on, and he shot a video with Mando, but it was like a clip for like if you fuck around and book but don't go through with the booking, and he was boxing the camera. Rashawn was, and I was like, oh, that's funny.
No,
as fuck. So that
he used to
kind of makes sense.
No, he used to be good. So I mean, I was
used to be good. Rashawn gotta find you.
No, yeah, back in the day, because I was a kid, but he could be. I mean, if he'd stuck with it, he could be good to this day. But if he came back now, I mean, of course, I've been doing it my whole life, but. Back in the day, he was one of the people I looked up to. Gabe, of course, they were all older, so like they were like I always thought that they were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a Kanye video that's still going on. I can't remember the name of the
All Falls Down.
Yeah, All Falls Down. This is such a crazy concept. So it's first person, and it's him. But when you walk by like a mirror, it shows his face, but you don't see him other than that.
The mustard stain.
Like only in mirrors or reflections do you see him. Your head, like your view is the camera. Like nobody else has done this.
He's a visionary for sure, and that's the creativity and just being a visionary and stuff like that. That's like another thing that kind of drives me to want to do. That's why, like when I was talking about trying to get rid of pay-per-view and do stuff a different way, that thought never came up until after I started getting into it like that. Just to do something different for the benefit of.
I'm glad you brought that back
people.
up. So, what is your thoughts on the whole Paul brothers? Good, bad? What are your thoughts?
I think they skipped a lot of steps to get where they are.
Yeah.
You know, because someone like me coming up, I have to go through all these fights of, you know, basically nothing and stuff like that. And getting the recognition for, you know, actually being good. They have the recognition already. I know the one that not the one that fought Mayweather. Which one is?
You're talking about Jake is who you're trying
Jake
to talk about.
Jake is actually decent because he's actually put the work in training and stuff like that. I know Logan probably has just kind of worked out sometimes and been around people because they have money already. They can afford to get put into places where they can, you know,
not everybody
easily
can get into.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
But I kind of respect it, but at the same time, it's, you know, they, like I said, they skipped a lot of steps, so it's like a little bit of disdain, but it's like at the same time, you know, they're doing their thing. I can't hate on anyone for 60. That's like another thing about me, especially like in Pensacola for one. I may not talk to everyone in Pensacola. I may not act like I'm, you know, I may not like repost their shit all the time. I may not, because I'm not on it like that all the time. But I definitely want everyone to succeed. I don't care, but I may not show it. But I definitely want everybody in the world, not just Pensacola. I want everyone to do what they want to do and to succeed and stuff like that. Because, I mean, it's just good. I mean, I don't know. That's just how I think.
Unfortunately, in the world, you got to have losers.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I'm...
Because for somebody to succeed, like, at least in a sport.
One's going to lose, one's going to win.
Somebody's winning, somebody's losing. Yeah.
But, I mean, that's just the price I'm going to have to pay. Because while I want everyone to win, if there's someone in front of me, I'm not going to lose.
Yeah.
You know? But then again, hopefully I have... You know, we're at a stage where they get something we both can benefit in a way.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna win.
Yeah.
That's just my mindset.
Still taking a dub.
I'm gonna take this real quick, but
we're both
we're
both gonna win. Yeah. I'm just gonna win more.
Yeah.
That makes sense, bro. Is there anything you want to shout out before you get out of here, other than your fight coming up April 23rd, September, Gadsden, Alabama?
September?
Or why did I say September? April.
You said April 23rd, and then you finished with September. Don't know why you did that.
Are you sure I said?
100%.
Okay, I thought I said September 23rd.
Nope.
No, I think I pretty much, just that last statement right there, just talking about everybody. Because I know of, like, listening and watching the stream, a lot of the people that have been here, I somewhat know or have seen. I know, I told you, Mikey Smiley, we went to middle school together.
Hey,
fucking...
He's dropping an album soon.
Yeah, 13. I'm gonna listen to that. Yeah, for sure.
Rebel Girl.
But no, pretty much everyone, you know, like I said, I may not talk to him all the time, and I do that, but I definitely want everyone, especially the ones that have sat here, fuck it, they get more props than me. I want them to succeed more than other people, but for sure, I just want to shout out fucking all those people that I know that's been here, for sure.
Well, we appreciate it. I know they do, you know. That's big news coming from you. You're gonna be big, bro.
Yeah, I hope so,
dude. Hell yeah. Well, thank you, bro, for coming and hanging out with us, man.
Sure,
for real. Thanks for chilling.
And if you can pull any strings and get Gabe on here, bro. We've been chewing his... I've been chewing his era forever about it.
I'm going to tell him that either we can spar and I'll record it, or he can come in here.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
ain't gonna want that tape to come out.
Yeah. Give him an ultimatum.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he probably would have beat my ass, but I think he got into one too many street fights, too, and hurt his fucking hand. That dude used to scrap for real, but we'll see what happens. I saw him running one day. I told you I was running and I saw him just in a fucking work van, and I ran up to him and dapped him up and shit like that.
Yeah, dad bod life. Ooh.
Whoa.
I haven't seen him yet. I don't know what he looks like.
I'm talking shit trying to get him on.
Yeah, right? It's like... We'll get him here.
Yeah, sure. He not really with the media. He trying to lay low and stack his cheese.
Yeah,
I respect it. I respect it though.
He's a cheddar man.
Hell yeah! All right, well, we're gonna get up out of here, dude. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We love you. Yee yee.